this is number 5 in Waec 2026 mathematics. And here we talk about probability. This is under probability number 4. We just discussed what's called circle geometry. Now let's quickly tackle this question. I am your tutor, Mr. John. Now let's quickly solve this question. You say a bowl contains red, green, and black marbles of the same size. Now, we need to know, when we're talking about probability with number 1, you need to know the number of things of each of them. Now, the red, the green, and the black. And how do we know them? We first represent them with a letter. We don't know them, we represent anything we are looking for with a letter. So the red is our R for red, G for green, and B for black. Now, we need to know what is the total. What is the sample space? The sample space here is saying that what S plus B plus G, that is the sample space. The total sample space. The total sample space. Now, please take note of this. The number of red is R. The number of G is green. The number of green is G, the number of black is B. Those we are using to represent because we have not gotten our answer. Now, in order to go forward, let's now go back into the question. They say the number of red are 3 more than the number of green. 3 more than the number of green. So red is equal to G plus 3, equation 1. Now, they say the number of black stands for B, is 1 less than the number of green. That's G minus 1. The move one for it is less than the number of black. So equation that is the green is less than 1 number of black. Now let's quickly go on. It now says that the probability of black is 1/4. Now, let's quickly go on. We have in the question here, our total sample space is given to us as S. And we have that S is the total, the number of black, the number of green, the number of red. Now, let's quickly go on. That's going to be R stands for what? G plus 3. And B stands for what? G minus 1 and plus what? G. That's going to be G plus G plus G, that's for 3G, 3 minus 1, and that's going to be plus 2. I take that as equation 3. Now, we are moving forward. I believe we are moving forward, and I know that I will be able to tackle this question successfully. Now, what are we actually looking for? We already know that we are looking for the number of each of the colors. Now we know that our R is G plus 3, our B is G minus 3. How do we find the probability? We already know the probability of what black. Now, if you have what we have here, we know that the probability of black is 1/4, right? And probability means the number of black over the number of the sample space, which is equal to what? 1/4. That simplifies that the number of black, if we are coming back to the number of black is what? G minus 1. So that will set as G minus 1. And the number of total sample space is what? G plus 2 is equal to 1. Now you can cross multiply, you have G plus 3G plus 2 equals to 4 into G minus 1. And 3G plus 2 is equals to 4G minus 4. You can collect like something, and then you have 4G minus 3G is equals to minus 4 minus 2. Minus 4 minus 2. And then from here you have, let's look at it very well. We have 3G Okay, please take note of this. I don't want to be a mistake. This is going to be plus 2 because you take this 3g to the other side, and that's going to be so therefore your g is equals to what? 6. Now how do we find our r? Our r is found by saying r, recall, that's going to be g plus 3. That's going to be 6 plus 3, which we have as 9. And our what? Black. Our black is going to be b is equal to g minus 1. It is 6 minus 1, it is equal to 5. So therefore the number let's let's look forward. The number of what each of the colors, that is for red is 9, for black is 5, and for green it is what? 6. Take note of that. For what G stands for green is what? 6. So we go straight to the next question. How do we find the probability that a marble drawn at random from the ball is not black? Very simple. When you say what probability of something happening plus the probability of something not happening is equals to 0, and possible plus not possible is equals to what? 1. Please correct that statement. Possible plus not possible is equals to what? Probability of something happening plus the probability of something not happening is equals to 1. So that means something not happening is what we are talking about here, and that can be 1 minus something happening. So let's quickly go into that. Now, without wasting much time, let me clean this up. To clean this up, you have that's your b, and remember that we already know the number of green marble. Number of green marble is given there is what? 6. The number of black marble is what were we given there? 5. And the number of red marble is what? 9. Now let's quickly go. The probability not black. Probability not black means 1 minus the probability of our black. 1 minus the probability of black. And that is going to be probability not black. Going to be 1 minus. Now they gave us what the probability of drawing black as what from the ball as what? 1 over 4. So that we have what? 1 over 4, and at the end we have what? 3 over 4. Thank you. So we meet in our next class, and we'll talk about more on this Waec series questions that have just been concluded in the last Waec exam. Thank you so much. I am your teacher, Mr. John. God bless.